show you.
Okay. Show me.
It's showtime.
Alright, we are back for another D&D movie time in this spooky season. So today, we are going to be continuing our journey through the Stephen King universe with Dr. Sleep. Now, Cora, what do you remember about The Shining?
I have no idea.
We watched it at the very beginning of the year. It was one of the first things we reviewed this year.
I still forgot.
With the hotel and the ghost. Come play with us, Danny.
Oh, okay.
So what else do you remember besides that? I mean, they reference it in Ready Player One. At least in the movie version. I don't think it's referenced much at all in the book. I mean, if it is, it's nearly name dropped and that's all.
What were we doing again?
Huh?
What were you doing again?
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Dr. Sleep.
Oh, okay. Can you get on with the review?
What do you remember about The Shining?
Not much!
You don't remember the haunted hotel?
Of course I remember the haunted hotel.
You don't remember the family that had to go and take care of the hotel?
I don't remember them taking care of the hotel, but yes, I remember the family.
Yeah, they were supposed to be the caretakers for the winter of the Overlook Hotel. And then the dad is supposed to be writing a book. There's something weird about the room 237. What happens to the dad?
He goes crazy.
And what does he do then when he goes crazy?
He tries to go on a killing spree, but he miserably fails.
Well, I mean, he does kill one guy. The like maintenance guy, the black guy, but I think the actor's name was like Bill Cobbs. And what was special about that guy? He had the shining. Just like Danny. Remember? Want some ice cream, Doc? Then there was the iconic scene with Jack Nicholson chopping his way through the door. Little pig, let me in. Not by the hair of your chitty chin chin. And then what's he say when he puts his head up through the hole?
Yeah, got it.
I mean, I figured that would be a meme.
It is.
Oh, well then, see, so you do remember stuff. That's what I asked you.
Why do you think I said not much? I didn't say I don't remember at all. I just said I don't remember that much. Now, are we doing a Shining reveal or a Dr. Sleep reveal?
Well, this is a sequel to The Shining. That's why I'm talking about The Shining, because this is a direct sequel to it.
We've talked about more of the Shining more than the sequel.
Well, we haven't watched the sequel yet, have we?
Okay, then can
Well, I mean, I have, but you haven't.
Can we watch the sequel?
We will in a minute. We're trying to catch the viewers up on what is going on. Ignore the ghost in the house. It's a very constipated ghost. But anyways, sit up. That's why I'm asking you about this stuff, because it's a direct. It's the movie before this movie. And I told you that way back when we reviewed it, that this October we would be watching its sequel, Dr. Sleep, which still has Danny.
Okay, can I watch the review now?
And what do you remember about Danny? Since he's the main character in Dr. Sleep. What do you remember from The Shining?
He's a child.
Anything else?
He's a child. Like an imaginary fun thing. The creepy fun thing.
The guy that lives in his finger? Tony? And what word became super popular because of that?
Tony?
Huh?
Tony?
No.
Red one?
It's louder?
Red one?
Yep, there you go. Can you say it like Danny?
You know, you get ready. Red one! I don't think I sound like him.
A little bit. But alright, Cora's not giving us much to work with here. But yes, as you obviously know now, this is a direct sequel to The Shining. Danny had The Shining. Danny and his mother survived. And the guy who was kind of helping them, he died. Jack died at the hotel. In the book, originally, the Overlook burned down at the end of the book. But in the sequel, it went more off the Kubrick version. So the hotel will be in this. But alright, we're going to go ahead and get started. When we come back, we will have Cora tell us what Dr. Sleep is about. And she better do it in detail. So we'll see you in a minute.
Bye.
When I was a kid, there was a place. A dark place. They closed it down and let it rot. But the things that lived there, they come back. Don't mean to ride the bus this far north. You're running away from something? I'm running away from myself, I guess.
You can hear me. You're magic. Like me.
I don't know about magic. always called it the Shining. The world is a hungry place. A dangerous place.
These people, they hurt people like us.
These are the devils. They'll eat what shines. And they've noticed that little girl.
They're coming. Where are we going?
There's a place. Sure you want to do this?
I'm ready. Yes, you run here. And then I will find you. And you will scream for years. Come play with us forever and ever.
Alright, Dr. Cora. We just finished Dr. Sleep. What was this movie about?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
I know it's a really long movie.
Yeah, like 6 chapters, or was it 7?
I don't know.
Yeah, 6. So basically, mine's the flashbacks from The Shining. So basically, we open up with this girl named Violet, goes out picking some flowers, and she gets kidnapped. Flash forward a couple years.
Actually, that all happens in the 80s.
In the 80s. Trying to remember what next.
Then we catch up with Danny after the Overlook.
Yeah, I catch up with Danny. And
he learns a new trick.
the box trick, that's what I'm calling it, the box. Well, basically, he imagines his box. Every nookie, every cranny, every smell, what it looks like, what it feels like. Everything that you can imagine of a box. You got to remember every single detail, okay? And basically get one of the monsters plus ghosts. Most famous one in the movie seemed to be the bathtub weird ghost. I thought the twins, seemed like they were barely even in the movie. You imagine a box, they get put inside the box. That's basically how the box tricks work.
Anything else?
Then I forget.
Then we jump forward like
5 years or 2.
30 years. Danny is a drunk like his father.
Yeah, Danny becomes drunk. I'm trying to remember.
Meanwhile, there's a little girl named Abra.
Yeah, there's a little girl named Abra. I think the reason why the people decided to make her name Abra, as in abracadabra. Because when she first figured out she has powers,
Maybe they're just
she called
really big
magic.
Pokemon fans.
Would you let me talk? And here I'm trying to remember. And the fact that she loves magic. So, Abra.
How do you know she's magic? What does she do that reveals magic?
She takes every spoon in the house and does what I call paranormal activity moves and puts every spoon on the ceiling.
Make them all touch the ceiling.
Yep.
And then we got the True Knots. We learn more about them, right? And what do?
They steal the shine. They just steal shine.
But they recruit somebody. A new girl.
Yeah, the girl that got kidnapped.
No. That wasn't the girl that got kidnapped. They already drank her. They drank her way back at the beginning.
Oh!
They recruit a new girl. A blonde girl. Who they call Snake Alley or something like that. Snake Andy.
Yeah, Snake Andy. I thought that was the same girl.
Or Snake Bite Andy.
I thought that was the same.
No, that was not the same girl. That was a totally new girl. Who could push thoughts into people's minds. Make them do things she wanted them to do.
Okay.
And she's supposed to be 15.
Mhm.
And then they tell her she's going to be 15 for a very long time if she eats well. And as you said, they eat the people's shine. Then we go back to Danny.
Mhm.
And what Danny's trying to recover, right?
Yep. To not be like his father.
Yep. Pick it up. And then he gets into rehab. He gets himself a job. And what's so special about when he gets the job?
There's this cat who goes to people's rooms when they're about to die.
I meant more along the lines of, what was the thing I showed you? When he goes for his interview?
Oh, it's basically the same interview, the same room, the same shots, the same everything.
It's a mirror image from The Shining.
Yeah,
Lots of that in this movie, right?
yeah. When I saw this, like, yeah, that one looks familiar. Doesn't look familiar. Then you show me a clip on holy moly, that they literally copied and pasted.
Did you like that?
Yep. But when you say they want to mirror some things from The Shining into this movie, I did not know you literally meant that most of the entire movie, like 50%, yes, they're jumping up and stuff. Like you got 20% or 10%, a 5%, then here you got 16%. I don't know how it works, but all the parts are jumping up. But they literally copied and pasted some things into this movie.
Yeah, copy and paste is replicated.
That's what I mean by copy and paste.
But anyways.
Anyways, what scene was that?
So, Danny's in recovery, gets a job. Now we move forward, what, another 8 years?
Yep.
Abra's grown up.
14 now, I think.
And the True Knots, they find a kid that's high in the shine, right?
A baseball player, I
Yeah.
believe. Yeah.
I'd say that kid was maybe a level 6 or 7. Mostly they were finding, I'd say, level 2s and 3s. That kid was just slightly under the level, I'd say, the kids from It were. Because I think the kids from It were like 8s and 7s. I'd say some of them, at least one of them was probably a 9. And I'd say that was probably Bill.
The one who got his head chopped off and put in the freezer in the library.
No,
Oh. What was it?
Bill, the one who's with the stutter. He was probably a 9.
Anyway, yeah.
Whereas Danny and Abra are both, I'd say, 10s. But anyways, Abra's actually more like a 10 plus. Danny was a 10 plus, But due to the drinking and life and everything, he probably went down to like a 10 minus. Almost down to a 9. But anyways. So the True Knot, they find this kid. And they steal his shine, right? They feed on him like vampires.
Yep, and meanwhile, Abra's feeling all this. She sees it and she's feeling the pain.
Yep.
Then she basically goes to meet Dan, talks about it, basically trying to set up a plan with him.
Because she became obsessed with trying to stop him.
Yeah, and he's like, no, do not use your powers, do not.
Do not use your powers, do not. Oh, hi, Mark. Like that. Anyways, they set up this plan.
Uh-huh.
Danny finally comes around to helping Abra, right?
Uh-huh. She finds a glove belonging to a baseball player. They track them down. The knots.
But meanwhile, the knot is tracking Abra down.
Oh, sorry, I got
closing in on her, right?
Yeah, but it's a trap.
Abra's pretty good. She's like the shining version of Kevin McAllister, right? Always reverting and changing, so they're like traps on traps. Right?
I just love, I get to that in the second part. Yeah, what was it?
So
Yeah, so basically, the entire group, not the entire group, 2 still remain, but the entire group dies.
entire group of what?
The knots.
They
True Knot. Get shot.
Yep. She tricked him, made him think she was the bunny.
Uh-huh.
Did you laugh at that scene?
Yeah, it's like, you fools! You put in fools, that was a bunny!
You dosed a bunny.
I told you that was a plush. So they just completely wasted that.
But it was pretty sad because Danny's friend died, right?
Yeah, but it was really important.
Her last command was for him to kill himself.
Hey.
And then,
Hey, you gotta take someone down with you somehow.
but then we learned that they actually anticipated it, right?
Mm-hmm.
How did they anticipate it? The Crow wasn't with the group.
Oh yeah, the crow was
He went solo to Abra's house.
Uh-huh.
And he got her. Then he killed her dad.
Uh-huh. Then basically,
And is taking her back
Dan
to their
uses
camp.
his powers to control Abra, then to control the car, make the car toss into a tree, make the driver a crow, literally went out the window. And remember, kids, this is why you use the seatbelts. Because Abra had 2 on. He had 0. That's why he went out the roof. Well, not the roof, but still.
Windshield.
Windshield.
But anyways. Then they decide that to get rid of the last one, Rose the Hat,
Uh-huh.
they're gonna have to set up an even bigger trap for her. And what do?
They go to the most dangerous to both. Both shiners and darkeners. The
True Knot.
True Knots.
Bum 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 bum.
The Hotel of Ghosts or Death or whatever.
Back to Colorado.
Here we go.
And then they mirrored another shot over the lake and then forest. Then what happens at the hotel?
Oh, basically ghost stuff. But long story short, Rose dies. He lets all the ghosts out to kill Rose. Then one of the ghosts, my guess is the weird bathtub lady, controls him. He basically turns into his father just like that. And ghosts are trying to kill Abra. Abra goes into the dark room. Not the dark room. The evil room of death. The dangerous room 257, I think, was it? Or was it?
247?
Yeah, 247.
Or 237?
I think there was a 5.
I think it's 237.
I thought there was a 5 in there somewhere.
No, I think it's 237.
Okay, I keep forgetting. And then basically he gets some short towels with one, she goes outside, he put the boiler room on, the boiler gets on fire, hotel burns down, and that's really the entire movie. Oh, my guess is that Abra learned box trick from him when he died.
Yep. So, alright, that was Dr. Sleep. When we come back, we will give our final thoughts and scores.
See you in a bit.
In the shadows of the night, I stand alone. The chill of the north cuts deep to the bone. Every whisper of the wind brings a fleeting pain. A guardian once bold, now drowned in disdain. I fought with my demons, but they wear my skin. Lost in the darkness, where does hope begin? Awake, awake, in this twisted fate, a shadow's reflection, trapped in endless hate. Your screams are silent, lost within the frost. The guardian's light, forever lost. Poison heart beats heavy in this ravenous night. I found the secret lurking, hidden from the light. The anger like a fire, it blazes without end. But I'm just a man, not the monster they pretend. On Christmas Eve, the world felt black, slipping into silence, no way to turn back. Awake, awake, in this twisted fate, a shadow's reflection, trapped in endless hate. Your screams are silent, lost within the force. The guardian's light, forever lost. In the grip of the night, I fade away. The impossible
Alright, we are back. Cora, Doctor Sleep, on a scale of 1 to 10, what did you think of this movie?
9 out of 10. It was pretty good. I did like the storyline. The part I did like, and I accidentally said when I was explaining, my favorite trap that Abra did was the second, I believe. Yeah, the second, or was it the fourth? I don't know. Well, she basically, yeah, I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, she basically gets inside Rose's mind, and I think she kind of choked Rose's hair whole. Also, kind of whipping her hand apart to get the skin off.
Yeah. So the first trap when Rose goes in her mind?
Oh no, when she, yeah. Wait, what?
Because before, all she did was sense Abra. That trap part where you're talking about is the first time that Rose actually tries to go into Abra's mind.
Yeah, but let's just say, look at her.
Thinking that she's not going to be prepared to fight Rose. So she thinks she'll go in there super easily and be able to take care of things but then Abra is already flipping the script because she already knows what they're capable of. But anyways, who is your favorite character?
Abra.
Abra, not Danny.
Abra.
Not Rose.
Abra.
Did you have a least favorite character?
I have no idea.
Is there anything else you want to talk about before we move on?
No, am I supposed to?
Which did you like better, this or The Shining?
This.
But would you sit through The Shining again to watch this? Like if you had the time, would you watch them back to back?
Now I watch Doctor Sleep.
Huh?
Now I watch Doctor Sleep.
Well, you really don't like The Shining that much?
Okay.
I mean, it does a perfectly good job. Like you said, they set it up to be like a perfect sequel.
I know.
Even going back to the original location. But, alright, and there's nothing else you want to say?
Nope.
Alright, well then moving on to my score. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give this a 9. I do have a few gripes. I'm fine with the adult cast. It's the cast they had for like younger Danny, his mother, the cook. I forgot he was the cook, not the like maintenance guy. But I feel like the people they got were fine, but they should have shot it in a way where you didn't get a good close look at their faces, and it probably would have played a little bit better, because like the actress who played Wendy did a fine job of sounding similar to Shelley Duvall, although she didn't have quite near as high pitched a voice. If they had only shown her like distorted or from the back, where you only just saw her from kind of a distance without seeing her face up close, it would have played better. But when they have scenes, and this might just be in the director's cut, where they have scenes from the actual movie of The Shining, it's just a little withdrawn, I guess would be the term. Because it's like, really? Why didn't you just have the actors that you cast like at the beginning of the movie, when the very movie begins, where after the whole little girl scene getting eaten by the True Knot, when we catch up with Danny, he's in a dream of him power wheeling through the halls and coming across room 237. And that was all freshly made with the new kid, rather than just a scene cut from the original Shining. Which, that scene does exist in The Shining, so it's like...
Oh, I didn't realize that those were two different things. Scenes.
Yeah, but later in the movie, when they're showing flashbacks, like Jack coming through the door for Wendy, we actually see a clip from the actual Shining movie instead of like a remake of that clip. So it's like you should have gone one or two ways, actually done it.
The dream was a dream.
But if...
The memory is a memory. They're two different things.
But being that they had new actors, they should have just used them, or they should have just, like I said, if you had... There are ways to shoot things in a movie or something where you're not super focused on the face. Have the character at a distance from the side talking, where their voices are magnified for the audience, but we're seeing, like, we would have just seen someone with, like, Danny's haircut and talking to a black man on a park bench.
Danny was 10 by then.
Yes. But we didn't have to see their faces close up. And when they did do close-up shots, like when he pulls out that box, they could have just done it from, like, the neck down. And just showed the box really good close up.
I'm pretty sure that was
I don't think you're understanding what I'm talking about, Cora, but hopefully the audience is. I think if it had been done that way, I think it would have just been a little bit better, because then it wouldn't have taken us out like, oh, these are definitely not the original actors. Now, the one I can actually make the best benefit for is the younger Danny. I could actually be on board that could be the actual Danny, because of the fact we don't hear him talk too often. And I believe it's like 2 years or so after The Shining, so it's possible he would look a little different, because he would have grown up a little bit. Because I believe it happens in like 77 or 78. And then this is 1980. So, if they had done it that way, they really only needed to do it with the adults. Because once you're an adult, you're really not going to change your looks that much. But as a child, your looks will change, sometimes drastically, from year to year. So, depending on how you take care of yourself. But anyways, I like this. I like to watch them back to back, but because of how we were doing this, and I wanted it to have a bigger impact with Cora, Dr. Cora, who's not paying attention, I wanted to start her with this back in January during the winter, since it's mostly a winter movie, and then bring us up in October on this one, to kind of revisit and remind her of everything she saw back in The Shining. So, but alright, with that said, we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. I know it's been a long time, but not as long as the movie, so there's that. And,
wait, how long was this movie?
What?
How long was this movie?
I don't know. Like I said, maybe 3 hours or so.
3?
But anyways, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Join us next time for another Stephen King, and if you haven't already, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Please keep the comments decent. If you don't, I mean, I'm not saying everybody's got to say nice things, but if you really don't have nothing nice to say, please don't comment.
What's the comments on the last video?
It's just something not nice, and I don't want it to come across as trying to be mean or vindictive, but I mean, some people, they don't have the room to talk, and this person that commented on our last video did not have the room to talk. But alright, we will see you all in the next one.